pretty much like a arm drag 101. So how to take someone's back using an arm drag. And we're going to do that from striking applications as well as grabbing applications. But we first have to nail down the skill set to be able to employ this now in action. So the first thing we want to do is understand that there's contact points that we need to isolate every time that we go to do an arm drag. So the first one is from the elbow to the axilla, to the armpit. We want to attach somewhere in here, because whether he bends his arm or not, we're still going to be able to drag the arm crossbody to take the back. Okay, so if I come in, we're just going to do this simple drill. Same side hand, come from the inside. As I circle down, I'm going to not grab, but I'm just going to open my hand like this. So it provides a big hook for contact. Okay, this hand is going to come underneath, and I'm going to go to the tricep. So I always want to go to the tricep, even closest to the armpit, so that even if he bends his arm and tries to pull back, see, I have control of that. Versus if I'm past his elbow, if he bends his elbow and pulls, I'm going to lose it, or he might pull me in, and we're in just kind of this position where he can now have his power through the core muscles to manipulate me back. So from here, same side hand, all I'm going to do is circle, and I'm going to maintain contact here. Now this hand is going to come underneath, grab the tricep. Now right away, I'm guiding this across my body. So those of you that practice kata, you have this motion here. That's a great application for that. So I keep my elbow framed and intact. So once I get to here, this is coming underneath. And notice how I'm already stepping to the outside. So I'm angling on the same side of the arm that I'm going to drag. So this comes to the outside of my body here, and I'm going to grab under here. Now, you want to do two things. A, pull a little and walk a little, or B, don't move them, you move yourself. All right, so you want to train like they're a really big person, real heavy. You're not going to be able to pull them. So you pull a little, you can pull a little, kind of launch you, right? That helps you pull or get a kick off of it, and then not move at all. Okay, so what's going to happen is the way the drill is going to work. So one hand comes up, so I go one, and then he turns around and presents the other arm. Same side hand, okay? So I come up the inside, I circle out, and this feeds. This is for tactical control. Same side arm, step with the same side. I go deep into the tricep, and then I drag. He turns, gives me the other one. And then gives me that one, two. Okay? Notice how every time that I go to drag and move, I lower my center, I spring load my legs, and I become combative. The first thing you want to always do when confrontation starts is sink 3 to 6 inches to keep a spring load in your legs and to be able to explode through technique. You're loaded for torque and all kinds of other applications a little bit later. So next exercise is going to be crossbody. Okay, so let me address something real quick. Some of you were going like this. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, however, why would I need two hands to do that when one can do that? Okay, I always like to think of, if I'm going to use two hands, one is going to be action and one is going to be like a guide. So if I were to use two hands, I would hit and then go. So now I'm hitting the belly of the muscle in the forearm, making it harder for them to flex their arm as I continue up the arm, right? Or this hand goes there, or there, or there, or there, or there, as I do that. Okay, so if we're going to use two hands, make sure that you're not wasting energy, right? You're not wasting motion. If it's a motion, it should equal something to create pain or something to redirect the attack, but it has to be productive. It has to be a productive motion so that you're efficient, because we're all trying to seek efficiency. That's the highest level of what we do, right? One finger, you may die, right? Efficiency. Okay, so now I'm going to go crossbody. So here, and then now, again, I'm looking, let me turn this a little bit so we can catch on the camera. I'm looking to seal the elbow again between the elbow and the shoulder. So anywhere in here, you're going to be able to get that pass and take their back, okay? So crossbody, one. Now, as soon as I feel my forearm hit their arm, I drop my hand this way. I start to hook so that I have this overlay of my limb over his. Now from there, instead of pushing down, I'm going to sink with my body. So now I'm using my body weight to accent this here. So I go 1, as soon as this clears my shoulder line, now this hand can enter and start to seal the elbow here, okay? So this is now crossbody. Crossbody, boom. As soon as I hit, I drop, and as soon as I clear, see right here, I can't get to the tricep. So as soon as I clear my shoulder line, now I can. So again, in karate, you see this all the time, right? This kind of passing, and just one hand shoots over top. So it's there. So as soon as I get past that, this hand continues its motion, clearing, and this also clears. The footwork is exactly the same. Now, instead of me pushing this way, I'm going to push this way. Like I'm going to try to put his elbow in his armpit over there. Because I want this kind of action, which will stuff this punch, right? So if I come here, he goes to punch with that hand. See, so I'm trying to stuff it crossbody so that it stops this punch from coming. All right, so one more time, crossbody, 1, then we kind of rotate a little bit. That one comes in, crossbody, 2, here. Then again, crossbody, 1. All right, so cover, move. Cover, move. I'm a big fan of creating torque via moving my heels. So as soon as you attach, you can generate more torque instead of having to step and push. You just boom, and then you can move out. All right, so thumb on top here. The reason why I'm doing this is because from here, he can't go up, he can't go down, and he can't go into my palm. He can only go that way, which is what I want, right? In addition to that, I can start low, and I can get to about my face level before I feel like I have to either replace or palm change. If you work bow and you stay sticky on your bow to palm change, these kind of things are easy to do. So if I am fingertips up, which is I'm seeing a lot of people do this, he can go down and under, see? Hard to monitor that. I would have to ride him, and even still, there's no control. So this would pop under. So make sure that it's usually this way. This is natural. So we want to control this same motion this way. It's natural. We can align our bones, we can align our muscles, and create a very strong frame from here. This is actually a really great way to frame, and I can draw and start stabbing, get my gun, whatever. From right here is an awesome tactical position to keep that frame, and it just kind of keeps them jacked. So a lot of people say, well, what if they spin and they turn around? Well, I take their back and start to play that way, right? Like they give me what I initially wanted, which is their back. So it creates this stuck point. So make sure your thumb is on top when you're sealing the elbow. Same thing with what we were doing just before. Here, thumb on top. Here, thumb on top. This is now a split entry, so there'll be 2 hands coming out. Split meaning one goes on the outside, one goes on the inside. Okay? Alright. So on a split entry, you're going to redirect them one way, and then the hand that's on the outside is going to be the hand that catches the drag on the inside of the other arm. So it's already set up for you there. So you go 1, and then it's right there. Okay, so a little slower. Split entry. Now notice how, again, my footwork is very specific. I want to get my center line away, and I want to elongate certain parts of my body. So if I stay here, versus, okay, so look, right, without stepping. Now here, look how deep I can get, right? Because I brought this hip and this shoulder closer to that. Now, because I'm loaded this way, I have a lot of torque, watch my feet, this way. I whip them through my body. So it wasn't just pulling, it was anchoring this muscle group down and then using the shift of my heels to create that whip, which exposes the back of the head. So you see a lot of kata do this kind of action here. Pinan Sandan in particular. Here, and then boom, that's a knockout right there. Okay? So crossbody, one's on the outside, one's on the inside. The inside hand pushes out. Then from there, you do the same drag. So watch. First one we did, inside, same side. Now all we're doing is covering one hand and doing the same inside here again. So it's nothing different, except that we now have 2 hands coming out. So both go in the same direction, and then you do the same arm drag that you did number 1 with. Same 2-hand push, except now both come up the center. And from here, you just pick one, right? Because I can do this one, I can do this one, but you can't do both. So as you clear, one hand tracks the other so that you're not just letting go of it to do the drag. I'm going to come here and same seal, I push that into him, and then from here I drag and go. Alright, so it doesn't matter. Now if you look at it again, kata, kusaku, kankudai, whatever, here, see, this one seals, and then this one comes in, we're going to get your drag. Okay, so again, that's 1, and then just pick one side, practice both sides, up to you. 1,